Hello, welcome to the pbrt exporter video tutorial series. This is the first one. On this one I'll show you how to compile pbrt render engine for Windows. In the next one I'll show how to compile it on Linux. And then the third video will be how to install the add-on and show all the supported features. So before we start, you need to install CMake for Windows, Git for Windows, and you need Visual Studio. I'm using 2017 version, and you can use the Community Edition. And then you go to the pbrt v3 source repository at GitHub, and you copy the link to the repository, and you open up a command line window, and you choose the folder where you want to have the software on your computer. For me it's in the development folder. Then you type git clone recursive and then the link to the repository. It will then grab all the source code and all the dependencies. It takes a minute or so. Then you go into the pbrt folder and create a folder named build. Then you open CMake, graphical user interface, and then you paste the build folder path into the text box that says where to build the binaries, and then you can copy that, paste it into the other line where the source code is located, like this. Then click Configure. Then select Visual Studio 15 2017 or newer if you have a newer version. But then you have to make sure that you select x64. If not, it will build the 32-bit version, and that's not what we want. And then you have Use Default Native Compilers. You then click Finish, and it will then take a minute, 2 minutes or so, and I will resume the video once the configuration is done, because it's just information on the screen scrolling by. So now the configuration of the source code is done. You can then click Generate, and it will generate the files that it needs to have for Visual Studio and to compile the software. So now the configuration is done, the generating of projects files are done, so we can now close CMake, and then we can go to our folder, development folder, pbrt v3, and then go to the build folder, and you will see that you have the pbrt v3 solution file. Just open that one in Visual Studio. So it defaults to debug build, and we want to release build because that one is faster. So we select release in the drop down, and it says x64 because it's 64-bit application, and then you click build and build solution. So this will take a while, so I'll pause the video again and resume once the build is done. As you can see now, the project has been built, and it has succeeded on 33 projects, and it skipped 7. Those are just some extra steps that's not needed anyways. So if you go to your development folder, go to the pbrt v3 folder, build folder, and then you see the release folder. This is where the release binaries are built, and you will then see the pbrt executable. This is the executable we'll use to render out the scenes that we export from Blender with the pbrt exporter later on. So the next video will show you how to build this on Linux. And as you can see, it's really easy on Windows and it's even easier on Linux. So stay tuned. Thank you.